My name is Graham Curry. I'm one of the directors at ISA Architecture and Design Limited. We've been working with Ryan at Preevue for just over a year now, probably, on the King's Head Theatre. What we did with Preevue is we got them to come in and do a laser scan of the space. That laser scan was turned into a virtual model. So yeah, it's the first time we've done a laser scan, and certainly the first time we've taken that laser scan and had it turned into a VR model. So the impact of the VR was incredible from very different perspectives. The theatre director was able to walk around the space and just understand it for the first time, and he was wandering around, looking at the space, the size, the experience on the stage. Whereas from a technical side of things, we were walking around and able to look at ceiling heights, lighting positions, viewing angles. The gallery's been a big challenge because it's a very, very tight floor to ceiling in the space. It was so tight, so steep, that we weren't sure just what sightlines we would get from various parts in the building. So the client actually had heard of Preevue, knew Preevue, and got them involved to do a laser scan of the space so they could model the theatre, and we could literally walk around it in VR, sit in each and every seat, and check the sightlines out. Being able to sit in the seats was interesting because the theatre director, the team, we could take them up into the virtual gallery, sit them down, we could move the avatars back and forward, and we could just see. I think on looking on plan, we wouldn't have been able to really appreciate that somebody leaning forward in front of you would have been a problem. But when we saw it in VR, you could tell, oh, okay, no, there is a problem here. So we could adjust our seat height a little bit, we pulled the gallery back a little bit, and we made a change to the handrail design to discourage people in the front doing that. We built the model, the engineers had coordinated us with the model, it went to Ryan, and then it was converted into the VR model, and that whole process seemed to be remarkably smooth. Yeah, one of the key benefits as an architect, I think, is you can see how it can be used up front quite early in the design process. So rather than walking around a finished project or selling something to somebody, you can actually make design decisions through it. So you can, rather than having to show somebody drawings or sketches, if you can walk them around the space and let them actually sit in it, then it's very, very, very easy to have a conversation with them about it, and it's very easy to make decisions. Yeah, so a good example again, we walked into the studio theatres, really simple, basically a very simple box, but there's a plant room above it that we've had to design in, so there's a lot of pressure on the ceiling height. When we walked into the space in VR, immediately you could see that the ceiling height was possibly okay, but once you had the lights underneath it, it was just getting a bit too tight. So actually, we made that comment as the client was standing, pointing at the ceiling, and Ryan literally was sitting at the side of us, adjusting the ceiling height to a point where we could say, yeah, that's perfect. And then we got to go back then, establish whether we could do that in construction terms, but we knew that the ceiling height would work. I'd seen VR before, and I think I'd probably tried out a headset, before, but I think seeing it in a project you're working on and seeing it demonstrated to the design team, the quantity surveyor, the client, having everybody in the room trying it out and seeing how it can actually contribute to the design process was definitely new to me. And I think since we had that session and we made those key decisions on handrails and seat heights, everybody's been quite confident that it works. I could imagine in this obvious ones, residential properties, being able to sell them to clients and to potential purchasers. Hotels, rather than building a sample room on site, you could build a virtual one. Yeah, I can probably think of lots and lots of uses. I can definitely see it in something we would look to use again in the future.